Have you ever felt a whisper in your soul, like the universe is trying to tell you something important, but you can't quite make out the words? Maybe it's a fleeting moment when the world seems to pause, a stranger's smile that feels oddly familiar, a song that stirs a memory you didn't know you had, or a quiet urge to change something in your life, even if you're not sure what. These aren't random. They're signals, gentle nudges from a universe that's been watching you, Aquarius, as you navigate your path with courage, vision, and a heart that's often too big for your own good. If you're an Aquarius, 2025 isn't just another year. It's a chapter where the universe hands you the pen to rewrite your story. It's a year of three profound shifts: a financial awakening that redefines what abundance means, a tender farewell that sets you free, and a love so deep it feels like coming home to yourself. These aren't just events. They're threads in a tapestry of transformation, woven together to guide you toward a life that's not just lived, but felt. Let me take you on a journey through this story, not as a prediction, but as a map for your soul. By the end, you'll see how these moments connect, not to change you, but to reveal who you've always been. The context: who you are, Aquarius. Picture this. A young Aquarius, maybe you years ago, sitting under starlit sky, dreaming of a world you'd help shape. You've always been the visionary, the one who sees beyond the horizon, who dares to think differently. Your friends call you the rebel, the innovator, the one who'd rather break the mold than fit into it. But beneath that bold exterior, there's a heart that's carried quiet burdens, moments of doubt, losses you've never fully grieved, and a fear that maybe, just maybe, you're too much for the world to handle. I met someone like you once, an Aquarius named Lena. She was a graphic designer by day, but at night, she'd sketch ideas for community projects, gardens for kids, art spaces for the marginalized. She had big dreams, but always put others first, convinced her own needs could wait. When I asked her why, she shrugged and said, "I don't want to seem selfish." That's the Aquarius paradox. You're a trailblazer who lights up the world, but you often dim your own shine, afraid it'll blind someone else. In 2025, the universe is done waiting for you to claim your light. It's ready to show you that abundance, healing, and love aren't rewards you earn. They're your birthright. Let's dive into the first transformation, where the story begins to shift. Transformation 1. A new kind of wealth. What if money wasn't something you chased, but something that found you when you finally believed you deserved it? For years, Aquarius, you've been the one who gives your time, your ideas, your heart, without expecting much in return. You've built a life on grit and ingenuity, often making do with less because you're too proud to ask for more. But deep down, there's a part of you that wonders, when is it my turn to receive? In 2025, the universe answers. Imagine this. You're checking your email on a quiet Tuesday morning, expecting the usual spam. Instead, there's a message about an opportunity, a project you pitched years ago that suddenly gained traction, a refund you forgot you were owed, or an unexpected bonus from a side gig you barely remember starting. It's not a lottery win, but it's enough to make you pause. Your first instinct? Disbelief. This can't be for me, you think. But it is. This financial blessing, amplified by Jupiter's expansive energy in 2025, isn't just about dollars and cents. It's a mirror, reflecting a question back at you. Do you believe you're worthy of ease? For so long, you've tied your worth to what you do for others, your innovations, your sacrifices, your quiet acts of kindness. But worth isn't earned through struggle. It's inherent. Let's go back to Lena. Last year, she got a surprise commission for a mural project she'd almost forgotten about. The paycheck was triple what she expected. At first, she planned to save it all, afraid to waste it. But then she did something radical. She bought a plane ticket to visit a place she'd always dreamed of, a small coastal town where she could paint by the sea. For the first time, she invested in herself, not out of guilt but gratitude. That trip didn't just recharge her. It sparked a new series of artworks that landed her a gallery show. Your financial shift in 2025 could look like this, a breakthrough that frees you to dream bigger. Maybe it's a raise that lets you fund a passion project, or an investment that pays off giving you the courage to start that nonprofit you've always envisioned. But the real transformation isn't the money. It's how it changes your relationship with yourself. You'll start to see that abundance isn't about having more. It's about trusting you're enough. Here's the challenge. When this blessing arrives, don't shy away. Don't hide it in a savings account out of fear or guilt. Use it to fuel your vision, to heal old wounds, to create something that lights up the world. Because when you thrive, Aquarius, you don't just lift yourself, you lift everyone around you. Transformation 2. A farewell that frees you now. Let's pause for a moment. Have you ever held on to something, a memory, a regret, a person, because letting go felt like losing a piece of yourself? For Aquarius, goodbyes are complicated. You're logical, forward-thinking, but your heart has a way of clinging to what's familiar, even when it hurts. In 2025, the universe invites you to release something that's been weighing you down. This isn't a dramatic loss, but a quiet, necessary farewell. It could be a relationship that's run its course, a job that no longer aligns with your soul, or even a version of yourself you've outgrown. Whatever it is, this goodbye is bittersweet, like the last page of a beloved book. It hurts, but it also sets you free. Let me tell you about Marcus, an Aquarius I knew who ran a small bookstore. He loved it, but it was draining his energy and finances. For years, he held on, convinced closing it would mean failing his community. But one day, he found an old photo of himself as a kid, reading under a tree, and realized he'd lost that joy. In 2024, he made the tough call to sell the store. The day he handed over the keys, he cried, not out of defeat, but relief. That farewell opened a door to a new chapter. He started teaching literacy workshops, reigniting his passion, and reaching more people than ever. Your farewell in 2025 might feel like Marcus's, a moment where you let go of something heavy to make room for something lighter. Maybe it's forgiving someone who hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Or maybe it's releasing guilt over a choice you made long ago, understanding that you did your best with what you knew. This release is sacred, Aquarius. It's not about erasing the past, but about honoring it. When you say goodbye, you're not losing. You're making space for new growth. And in that space, something beautiful begins to bloom. A deeper connection to yourself, a clarity that feels like waking up after a long dream. Transformation 3. A love that feels like home. What does love mean to you, Aquarius? Not the Hollywood kind, but the quiet, steady kind that makes you feel safe enough to be your truest self. You've loved fiercely in the past, often giving more than you received. Maybe you've been burned, left questioning if real love exists. But in 2025, the universe has a gift for you, a love that doesn't demand you prove yourself, a love that simply is. This isn't about a fairy tale romance. It's about a connection that feels like coming home. Picture this. You're at a coffee shop, lost in thought, when someone strikes up a conversation. They're not your usual type, quieter, maybe a little quirky, but their eyes hold a warmth that makes you pause. Over time, you notice small things. The way they listen when you ramble about your big ideas, the way they show up when you're too tired to ask for help, the way they make you laugh at your own seriousness. This person doesn't try to change you. They just see you. I think of Sarah, an Aquarius who swore off love after a string of heartbreaks. In 2023, she met Jamie at a community event. Jamie wasn't flashy, but they had a way of making Sarah feel understood. One night, when Sarah was stressed about a work deadline, Jamie didn't offer advice. They just brought her tea and sat quietly while she worked. That small act unlocked something in Sarah. For the first time, she felt loved not for what she did, but for who she was. Your love story in 2025, influenced by Uranus's karmic alignment, might unfold like this. It could be a new relationship or a rekindling with someone from your past, but either way, it's different. This love is gentle, grounded, built on mutual respect. It's not about filling a void, but about growing together. You'll find yourself opening up, not because you have to, but because you want to, and in that vulnerability, you'll discover a strength you didn't know you had. The key? Be brave enough to receive this love. You're used to being the giver, the fixer, the one who holds it all together. But love requires trust, not just in the other person, but in yourself. Trust that you're worthy of someone who stays, someone who sees your quirks and your dreams and says, I'm here for all of it, tying it all together. Your destiny in 2025 as these transformations unfold. Abundance, release, love, they weave together to form a new chapter in your story. The financial awakening gives you the freedom to dream without limits. The farewell clears the clutter, making room for clarity and peace. And the love? It anchors you, reminding you that you don't have to walk this path alone. Think back to that young Aquarius under the stars, dreaming of a better world. You're still that person, but wiser, stronger, and ready to claim the life you've always deserved. 2025 isn't about becoming someone new. It's about stepping into the fullest version of yourself. You're not just surviving anymore. You're thriving, loving, and creating with a heart that's finally free. So, Aquarius, as you stand at the threshold of this new year, ask yourself, am I ready to receive what the universe has been holding for me? The answer is yes. You've always been ready. You just needed the universe to remind you. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.
I invite you to enjoy and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit too. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts and experiences. Thank you for watching and joining us on this journey. We'll see you in the next video. Blessings.